and welcome to You Beauty, the podcast for your face. I'm Leigh Campbell.
I'm Kelly McCarran and I'm sitting here looking at you, if you're watching us on YouTube, like I'm a newsreader with my hands like this.
She is. And if you're listening, well, Kelly's wearing a beautiful sheer skirt.
And I've got my little hand placement just
like
on my
this. She's
lap.
at a desk with breaking news.
I do. Breaking news, it is our Q&A episode of the week.
All right, so we answered 2 questions submitted by the audience. We've got some really good ones. One of them's very timely. So should we just get started?
Please, let's get into it. And we will put all of the details in the show notes if you have your own question that you would like submitted, like, details about where to send it.
Yes, exactly. Like you can email it. There's so many ways. So head to the show notes if you've got a question for us.
All right, Hannah has sent us an email. Spring cleaning time. I want to declutter my makeup before summer hits, but where do I even start? What are your best tips for not keeping everything just in case?
I'm not the right person to answer this. But also, didn't you know it's the law? You have to spring clean in spring. Like you can only do these things in spring. That's why it's called spring cleaning.
I'm like super organized when it comes to this, and I do it pretty much at the start of every season.
I just move things around in piles.
Except when it comes to my wardrobe, I always get a little bit too trigger happy. I'll be like, spring, get out all my dresses, and then it's still, we need a jacket till.
That's why I need your help. Yeah. Okay, so let's help you do your spring cleaning. You say your makeup, so we'll both basically focus on makeup. But a few stats that we found interesting. I don't think they surveyed the You Beauty audience somehow. I think we're a unique bunch. But there was a survey conducted by Poshly and Stowaway Cosmetics. Who knows who they are? But the typical woman owns around 40 makeup products. That's probably about standard. We're not typical, Kelly. Our job.
That actually sounds like a lot, though, for a typical woman. Does that include brushes?
I don't know. I didn't do the survey. But she only uses 5 regularly.
Yeah, kind of like a wardrobe.
Yeah, kind of like your essentials that you then chuck in your bag. I reckon she uses more than 5 regularly. And 80% of women.
Think about it. Foundation, concealer, mascara, brows, lip. That's 5.
And oh my God, this is me. It says 80% of women know makeup has an expiration date and have problems with old products, but still don't discard them because they forget, feel guilty about the money they spent on it, or worry they may need it later.
Well, it doesn't matter if you do need it later. If it's off, it's off.
Yeah. Well, let's get into how we know about that. So this is my tips. And look, I do this relatively regularly, but obviously I have an unusual volume because we
have unusual jobs when it comes to beauty products. So we are probably more organized than the average person when it comes to being on top of organization with our products.
Right. And I mean, I think it's different. Let's separate makeup and skincare for this because for me, skincare, I kind of go through it probably faster, and also makeup, if you like it once. So we get sent a lot of makeup to try. I've tried a mascara and I go, I didn't love that. I might try it once or twice more, but then I just put it back with all the other mascaras. Whereas skincare oftentimes needs a bit more time, or I go, I really didn't like that texture and I will move it on to a friend. So I'm probably better with skincare. So makeup, oh God, I should take some photos of Instagram versus reality. I'm a mess, but this is what I do. I check the expiry on packaging if I'm not sure. So I brought some show and tell. I didn't mean to grab 2 Revolution Beauty products. I just really love Revolution Beauty.
Obsessed with Revolution Beauty.
I literally, running out of the door this morning, I grabbed a powder and a liquid. So it depends on the type of product. So this is a powder. It's an eyeshadow palette, and it's got a tiny, like I wear glasses. There's a teeny tiny tub on all your beauty products. A picture of a tub, like this big, and that says 12 months. Then this is a liquid, which is a highlighter, and that says 6 months. So that's a guide, right?
It is definitely a loose guide,
a loose guide, but it helps. Well, you know why they do it? It saves the brand from anything litigious.
Yeah,
because and
also then it encourages purchasing.
Correct, but use your common sense. But they can't say this will probably actually last 10 years, and then you put it on at 9.5 years and sue them. So powders. Let's start with powders. Your eyeshadows, your bronzers, and all that sort of stuff. I keep them forever. Use your common sense. Open them, look at them, and smell them. Things will change. I've got a beautiful, I think I've talked about this before, you're going to get mad at me, Francois Nars, whatever, palette that he signed. I've never used it.
I bet he did because he's your friend, Francois.
Yes. And look, it's gone weird, but I'm keeping it as I've never used the product, but if you open up and look at the powders, they've kind of gone strange.
That's weird that they went weird.
Well, it was over 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
If the top's gone solid, sometimes that can be because you've used dirty brushes that then it's transferred oil or moisture. Then just assess from there. Use your common sense, but you're less likely to get an infection from a powdered product. Then liquids, on the other hand, I looked at some of my mascaras and they actually said 12 months. That's 12 months from opening. It doesn't mean it's going to be a juicy, good consistency for 12 months. If you've got a mascara that's been opened and access, air has gotten to it. Mascara dries out quite quickly. Anything for your eye area, I would not hold on to. If you don't love it and use it all the time, get rid of it.
We don't want to like make any risks with
No.
our eye area. Take it from someone who did get an infection so badly in an eye once that
Is it a staph infection? I mean, people have died.
I wasn't going to die, but they said if you'd waited one more day, you could have lost your eye.
Yeah, that's hyperbolic, but there have been, cases of sharing eye products or makeup brushes and you can get bad infections, so don't do that. If it's a liquid face like a cream or liquid bronzer or whatever, again, just use your common sense.
Does it smell weird? Does it look weird? Is it
Yes.
separating really easily? Like,
Yes.
just, yeah.
Yeah, and just have a look at it. And then I think storage is important. So if it's all in your bathroom or it gets hot and steamy, not ideal. Or just, assess with more caution because anything with moisture can breed bacteria and it just makes, human things go yucky. So I do my makeup in my bedroom, which is not a wet area, if that makes sense, and it's all stored there. However, it's in drawers, but right near a window, which can get hot. I think it also just depends on your lifestyle. Kelly and I do go to a lot of things and try a lot of things. When I clean up my makeup, will rediscover something and go, oh, that was a bit dry for me, but I'll add an oil. I do a concoction. So if you don't want to throw stuff away, also please don't throw things away. There's TerraCycle and lots of great places you can recycle the packaging if you are deciding to discard. But you probably don't need as much as you've got.
No.
What do you
And
reckon?
I think that as well, you can start like a notes app in your phone and make a sort of conscious decision not to buy anything until you finish. If you like a product, like if a
Yes.
product's a dud, don't just use it for the sake of using it. Life's too short. But say you
But just listen to our recommendations here and we'll steer
But
you the
then-
right way.
and then put them though in your notes. So say you're like, oh, I heard Leigh talk about a really great mascara, but I've got a mascara at the moment. Don't just go
Good.
buy it.
Yes.
Write it in
Or
your
if you do
notes.
go and buy it, at least
Don't open it.
don't open it because you might be buying it 3 months later. It could be the same one, but take it home, leave it in the packaging and be like, I will get to you.
See, I don't even know if you should do that because my mum does that. And I recently went through her hoard drawers where she stocks up when things are on special.
I'm a
or she
doomsday
likes
prepper
it.
like that too.
And
You should
but
see
some
my
of-
deodorant cupboard.
But some of the products were then expired.
Yeah.
That was skincare, but I was like, you never even
Yes.
got to enjoy that, Mum.
Well, I'm just talking about one backup.
Okay.
Like,
also when you do your like little spring cleaning, a few other things are make sure that you're using that time to clean your tools properly. So even if you do if you're a good girl like me and you wash your makeup brushes
I
regularly,
did mine 2 days ago.
good girl, but do a really, really good makeup clean. Like, sometimes they'll be a little bit tinted still, like your makeup brushes won't be
Yes.
completely back to white.
Yeah.
I want you to get in there and get everything out. Do a
Oh.
proper clean.
Yes.
And then wipe down, sanitize all of your hair tools,
Yes.
wipe down your tweezers, your eyelash
Even these, like I
curlers.
get out like a anti-bac wipe or a sprays and I wipe like everything. I wipe it all down because it gets all powdery and
Exactly. And just
foundation
dirty. And like clean around your foundation things. Then any of your storage spaces, make sure you wipe out your drawers, your bags, your organizers.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm really good at I am so type B, it's not funny. But when it comes to my beauty products, I'm so type
I'm
A.
the
It's
opposite. I'm
ridiculous.
so type A, and then my belongings are
Type
bad.
B.
They're
Yeah.
type crazy.
And then rotate in seasonal products. That's sort of probably more skincare. However, if you're quite oily and can get away with a really, really thick foundation like Estee Lauder Double Wear in winter, you still might not be able to for spring, summer. Wait,
No, the other way around.
the other way around.
Yeah,
you know
'cause
what
it
I
might
mean?
be
But
too dry.
just think about what products are appropriate for, and maybe you want to reintroduce the coral for spring, summer, and you didn't want to wear it in winter.
I just thought of something important. If it's got sunscreen in it and it's old, get rid of it.
Oh yeah,
All right, question number 2. Carly slid into our DMs. Help. Can someone tell me how to do slicked back hair without completely ruining my hair? Like I want it to look chic, not like I haven't washed my hair in a week.
there's a very fine line, Carly.
There is.
And sometimes it still might look like, or you might have, did she just not wash her hair today?
Yeah.
But who cares? That's kind of the vibe sometimes.
It
that
is.
It's meant to not look oily, but it's going to look a little
Sleek.
bit wet because it's slick. Like that's just the nature of it.
I mean, firstly, you wouldn't ideally want to do a slicked back look on really clean hair that you want to last for days.
Like
because,
my hair today.
Yeah, your hair looks amazing.
So clean.
It's so clean.
fresh.
But it's more a style when you're trying to, skip a day of washing or go another day without washing because you are going to use product and to get that slick look, you can't kind of really undo that. So I would do nice fresh hair or whatever. And then a day or two before you want to wash, then we employ this hairstyle. Light and dark hair makes a big difference. So when hair is lightened, that's the removing of color. When hair is dark or darkened, they're depositing color into the hair shaft. So also just, shade theory, dark hair will look dirtier or shinier or
Shinier,
oilier.
I would
Shinier.
say.
Yeah,
I actually
shinier.
think that dark hair gets away with a slick back look way better.
I do too,
Oh, okay.
but it's not going to look clean and you're not really going to get to wear your hair fresh the next day.
No.
Slick back looks great on brunettes,
So
but it
good.
will look slick. Whereas I think blondes, you can't really see the style as much, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it depends if you're blonde or brunette. So do it a day before washing, I would say. And I'm of the personal opinion that it looks better with a center part. You've done a center part and then you sort of slick it back, because I think if you do full slick back, which is still great, but for me, it really looks like I'm trying to disguise dirty hair. And when I had longer hair, I of course did this, but I think with the center part and then sort of slicked back, it still looks a bit of a style. That's my
I feel
opinion.
like we need to get our gorgeous new video producer in here
Yeah,
because
she's got great hair.
and it's like perfectly slicked with like the middle part. She looks absolutely
Yeah, I
fab.
do. I really think, you can even do like a side part slick, great. But the full slick back, like tight, it suits some people,
Some
but for me,
people.
it just looks too, and it's very
I look like
emphasized.
a
I look,
bloke that's about to rob someone.
I
Sometimes
love
I
it.
try and then I'll see a photo of myself and I think, oh no,
No.
that was
Or, yeah.
like, were you escaped jail? You went to try to do, like, I
Did
just
you
look
put a
like a mafia.
balaclava over
I
this?
know,
No.
it's just, I don't know. It's like the way that, I don't know. I
Okay.
just don't, it's not a vibe for me.
Okay. Well, you look good today. So what you use matters. It's all about the brush.
All about
Slash
the
comb.
brush.
Let me open my product recommendations because they're very good.
I don't even have specific recommendations because the last really good slick back brush I bought was just a really affordable beard brush. I forget where I got it from. It was so, like, it was $10 or something, but the bristles are just so coarse and hard that not one little flyaway is going to schmiggle out and make an appearance.
I agree. You need the right brush. You don't want your wide tooth, whatever. It's not going to work.
No tangle teaser.
No. Well, no, I agree. The Ox or OXX, whatever, Kmart hair care styling brush is amazing. It is I'm going to just show you. We'll
Yeah, I was
probably
about
put it
to
up on the screen, but it's a combination of really dense bristles at the bottom, that there, and then that stick you use to get your center part. And then you go,
Oh, $6.
then I've got, and then I've got some product recommendations. Look, a few months ago, I did recommend the very best ever product for a slick back look. What was it? Lubricant.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's so good. Sexual lubricant of, like
Of your bits.
like not car lubricant. It's amazing because it stays soft. But again, you're going to have to wash your hair.
I still haven't tried that.
Okay. Well,
I need to.
11 has Smooth Me Now Flyaway Hair Balm. I really like it because, again, it doesn't set and go crunchy. I have another recommendation for you. If I have a feeling that this lovely lady is trying to then wear her hair normally the next day. So things you could try. The Color Wow or the Elnet, this is a bit of a spendy or a savey, brushable hairspray. So hairspray is going to dry and go a bit crunchy, but brushable means once you brush your hair, it literally brushes out.
Yeah.
So you could give that a go. Another option that...
And it doesn't feel super hard. I've
No,
got
it
in
doesn't.
today.
Like you won't...
Do I still have a curl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
so
hair
I
looks
put
amazing.
a bit
I love
in today.
brushable hairspray. That I often use it too. It's not a strong hold. It's brushable, but it'll get you that, it'll, tame it. Or another trick I've recently discovered as a byproduct of having a child, my son has great hair and we use the No Nasty Kids hair gel. And it's a kid's hair gel. It's all organic or whatever, who cares? But it's brushable, but it holds his hair up in it as a gel, right? So I'm sometimes doing my hair. I don't really do slick back with this short anymore, but I do try and get my mullet to go in. And sometimes I've just gone to do it with his hair gel. And it's brushable. It's a brushable hair gel because it's for kids. So you don't want a kid to go to bed or whatever or trying to wash it out.
Yeah.
It's brushable, but it's a gel, which is a more malleable texture than a hairspray. So it's called the No Nasties Kids Hair Gel. And I reckon that would be really good for getting the look, but then at night you can brush it out.
There was some conversations
Oh,
on the internet a couple of years ago. Sophia Richie did this really viral slicked back hair tutorial. I might be wrong, so I do apologize in advance. This just popped into my brain. People really love to give feedback if the facts are wrong, but
Just give us your advice.
and then a bunch of hairdressers sort of were stitching the video and saying, actually, please don't do this, because it was to pull it back while it's really wet.
Oh,
And then because
you're putting
basically
tension on the
you're putting
strands
a
when it's
lot of
wet.
tension on the strands if you're slicking it back and then putting a hair tie in when it's wet. So don't do that.
And that's important too, because if you've got really wet hair and you've slicked it back quite often, you are kind of creating a moist microbiome where your hair's trapped in, it's wet, and it can get a bit gross.
Yeah.
Another thing is you just need to be careful of tension. So if you're doing the same slicked back all the time, particularly pulling for the temples, you will start to get, the tension's just going to cause breakage. So try not to do the same look.
Yeah, try
all
like
the time.
in the mid crown or
Yes,
bottom,
and just even just
in the
what you do to
center.
this bit. A
Yeah.
lot of the time, we hear about postpartum hair loss, but oftentimes it's also because mum's just doing that and putting her hair back, and it causes tension and pulls the hair out.
Yeah.
So mix up your hairstyles in general. What's your beauty bite, missus?
Well, I think that I've probably talked about this show before. It's actually a show. I was thinking
Oh,
about
I
it.
thought you meant our show.
No. It's a television show for my makeup lovers. The show Glow Up on Netflix is one of my all-time favorite shows, and it's also a very under-the-radar show. The latest
Never
seasons
heard of
haven't
it.
even made its way to Australia. It's kind of like reality TV, but without any of the drama. It's just a bunch of makeup artists that compete in really cool challenges to get
Semi bell ringing, but maybe I've seen the ad.
Yeah. And
So it's MasterChef for makeup.
yeah, exactly. So if you are, but this isn't a wedding bridal look. This is
Editorial.
it's like editorial might be the challenge one week, and they get to work with a really famous photographer who then is the guest judge, and
then is it like sci-fi?
yeah, or
Cool.
special effects makeup, so really
Yeah, that's what I
gory.
meant.
But it's also about their creative process coming up with a really unique original look, and they'll have 2-3 hours to do these looks.
Is it American?
It's UK.
Oh my gosh, they should do an Australian version and we can be the judges.
Oh my, like I don't know, maybe there's not a big enough market for it, because I think that's just why it doesn't get renewed. And
Well, we need
it
to tell
is
people about it.
for actual like makeup lovers, but that love the artistry
Yes.
behind makeup. You need to watch it.
Okay.
It is honestly just one of the pure talent and creativity.
Does
that
it
some people
inspire you?
have. Oh yeah.
When our lovely friend cleans out her makeup, she should put that on in the background.
Exactly, because it is. You don't need to watch the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's a second screener. You can always do that while you're doing something else.
And then you look towards the phone or whatever you're watching it on while when they're saying, "Oh my god, like let's look at this."
Like how people watch us on YouTube.
Exactly. It's on it
Okay.
is just such a good show. It's on Netflix.
I'm gonna go watch it. What a great record.
Sometimes I just rewatch my favorite episodes or seasons.
Can you do that when you come and clean my makeup?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll just show you some of my favorite looks even.
My beauty bite is twofold. Don't always do what I do.
Do as we say, not as we do.
Well, sometimes don't even do as yeah, okay, whatever. Read the instructions.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't read instructions. I'm a bit of a rebel because I'm like, I'm a beauty expert. I know how to do things. So I saw everyone frothing over the dermal therapy crystal deodorant on the World Wide Web. So of course I went on Amazon next day, fabulous. And I was like, I know how to use deodorant. Excellent. Ow. I don't get it.
To be fair, as if you would ever think you need to read instructions for deodorant.
Thank you. A week later, after I've ripped, well, not really ripped, but it's just done nothing, you have to have wet armpits.
Oh.
So you get out of the shower or bath, or if you're not in that step, you can just wet it because it's aluminium free, but it's phenomenal. And also, you know what I like about it is, even though, well, we're more covered up in winter, but I still am really good at getting deodorant all over everything. If I've done the white or the cream, it's really, really good because it's clear. You wet your underarms, then you go, and it doesn't go on your clothes. And it just really is good. And I see what the kids are talking about. But for a week, I thought
it's an exfoliator product
yes.
for your armpits.
So obviously you can just, I've even, when I've touched up my deodorant throughout the day, I just use a face mist.
I think that sometimes brands, though, if it is so far from what people would generally do, you need to put wet me on the lid or something.
That's what I thought.
Wet your pit.
Because dermal therapy usually just is what it is. You just open it and do it. It's a foot balm. It's a whatever.
Spray, foot balm, lip balm.
So read the instructions.
Why would you ever think you need to? I think
you.
dermal therapy, put it on your lid, wet your pit.
Wet your pit. Come with
moist pit needed.
Yeah. Don't want to sweat, moist your pit. Anyway, the second part of that is sometimes I just go rogue because I, again, just do what I want. So long-term listeners know that I've been on a bit of a toenail journey because I'm very
God.
clumsy and I run around and I kick my toes. Like same with fingers. It's an ADHD thing. We've got no spatial awareness and we're in a rush. So after that, I had acrylic toenails because I had to do that. Kicked them off. When I bought the Kmart toenails, they're great. The glue sucked. They kept flying off. So I used real life super glue to glue on my Kmart toenails. Excellent. Turns out,
Most people would have just worn a boot. But-
well, it's coming into summer soon. I'm freaking out. Guess what happened, Kelly? I suffocated my toenails.
Oh, no.
They all felt like my two big
Yuck.
toenails have fallen off.
Oh, yuck.
So I went deep into it, and you can do that. Like everyone's like, don't get shellac or acrylic or anything for too long because your nail actually it doesn't breathe, but it needs, anyway, my two big toenails have completely fallen off. So maybe nail glue is different to super glue for a good reason.
Possibly.
And now I'm researching what I'm going to do. And then these Temu toes came up. They're like a whole toe with a nail.
Oh,
It's like a little latex toe. I'm going to have to do that for summer because toenails grow so slow
They don't.
compared to fingernails.
Okay, mine.
I'm starting from scratch.
Take your Vitaglow.
That's true. I'm starting from scratch. I have just skin stubs.
Oh, no. Yuck. Please
So read
do
the
not get your feet out.
Read the directions and do not use household glue on your body. Thank you for joining us.
And if you see Leigh out in public and she's not wearing a proper
You don't
shoe,
understand.
don't look at her feet.
I'm very lucky to be going to Hamilton Island for the weekend in a few weeks. I am freaking out.
Get your Temu toes.
Podiatrist, help me. I can't.
Get your Temu toes. Also, I don't know if that's true about, I've had gel on my fingernails, some form of gel for 15 years.
But my point is also like that's made for nails. I use household super glue. But guys, if anyone knows what I can do, like I think I'm going to have to get Crocs and wear them in the water.
Yeah, I think you might too. Get the heeled ones.
Can you wrap up this show? I'm so sad.
All right. We will be off to Kmart. And then what are we doing after that?
You're coming to clean my thing.
Oh, yeah. That's
and I'm going to show you my
and we're
toenails.
going to be watching Val Garland.
And I know
on
you
Call Up.
hate feet, so I can't wait to show you my toenails.
No, I don't. If you get your feet out, I'll leave your house and not. I hate feet with a passion. So the idea of a hoof without a toenail on it, no, I'm not looking. I'll cry.
Thank you for joining us on You Beauty. If you're listening, thank you. If you're watching, thank you. And we'll be back on Friday.